Hey y'all, Halfmilesniper here, and we are back on our home range again. And this morning we're going to be doing, well, a couple of things. We're going to be rezeroing the rifle since we won't have the can on. We're going to be retesting the new load with the new Lapua brass that gave me about a 0.8 inch group up in Raton, but that was also at the end of the day. We'll see if it shoots any better here on a fresh day. And we're going to try out something new for our target camera. So y'all sit back, kick your feet up, enjoy the ride. Okay, while I'm getting the last of my stuff set up to get this shot, real quick, on my Sunway Photo tripod, I now have a Vortex Viper scope mounted, and we're going to try filming through the scope rather than leaving my camera down in the sun. It'll be back here in the shade with me, and hopefully it will save the battery a little bit. And as I said, we're going to be retesting that new Lapua ammo that I made. New Lapua brass, 147 grain ELD. Right now these are running with a Winchester primer, and it's 54.3 grains of H4831, if I remember correctly. Yes, 54.3. And up in Raton it gave us a 0.8 inch group. But again, that was at the end of the day after all day of competing and having been on the range for close to 12 hours. So we'll see if it shoots any better fresh. And for the haters, we'll be back on the super solid portable shooting bench. And then we might even try shooting off the tripod today. So a little bit more setup. I'll bring y'all right back. Before we do anything, I do want to get a couple of dry fires out of the way since it's been a couple weeks since I've touched this rifle. One more. I didn't like the feel of that one. Okay, that one felt pretty good. Alrighty, so as you may or may not recall, we adjusted the zero for my suppressor. Since we don't have our suppressor here, well, I have to re-zero the scope. And with the suppressor on, if you remember, okay, with the suppressor on, we were hitting a little bit high and a little bit right, so I suspect our first shots are going to be low and left. So for our zeroing shot here, I've got 2 rounds left with the 54.3 grains of H4831, pushing the 147 grain ELD in many times reloaded Hornady. It's the last 2 rounds with the many times reloaded Hornady. So we're going to use those to kind of check the zero, and we will shoot that on the left-hand dot, which is our rezero dot. And with the can, well, we'll worry about the Lapua brass in a minute. These are just going to be for zero. Well, it was 29.48, and we were a little bit low and a little bit left. From here, that looks to be 1.5 inches low. I'd say that's a 1/2 inch dot. Maybe closer to 2 inches low. We will try that, and we are just a hair left. We'll try that. And I don't remember if I called the speed, but the first shot was 29.48.9. Which is right in line for the Hornady brass. That has me a tick high and just about centered. I took one click back off to the left. We're going to leave it at that height. And that'll be close enough for government work. Okay, let me end that session. Start a new session. And we're all set up. Okay, so now this will be the new Lapua brass, 54.3 grains H4831, pushing 147 grain ELD-M, and up in Raton at 7,000 feet with the suppressor. The new Lapua brass was giving us, I believe it was 29-30 feet per second. So we're going to be running a little bit slower, I think, without the suppressor. We're going to shoot a 3-shot group. Yes, a 3-shot group, not a 5-shot group, because I only have 3 more rounds of this left after these 3 are shot. So we're going to go with 3-round groups. We're going to shoot this group on the center dot off the bench. Chronograph is reset. $29.38. Remember, the 2 rounds we used to rezero where we used the old, many times reloaded Hornady brass. So I fully expect these to hit in a different spot. And it looks like they're hitting higher. Shot number 2. $29.30.9. And shot number 3. $29.35.1. Hard to say. I think it might be under an inch. Hard to say though. we'll know when I pull the target. Okay, give me a minute to reset, and we're going to try something different. Oh, before we go, our 3-shot average was 29.34, so interesting that it's running about the same speed down here as it was at 7,000 feet with the suppressor. Our extreme spread was 7.6 and our standard deviation was 3.1. Okay, well, this is pretty stinking low to the ground. And that's how low the Sunwayfoto tripod can go. And with the magic arm, I have my chronograph mounted right here on the tripod. So, let's see if I can get on the target. Well, that's a little bit different on my eye relief all the way down here on the ground. $29.28. That one was way off. 29.36. I was in a very uncomfortable position. $29.25. And I can't even see what's going on down there for all the smoke, dust coming up off the ground. That's harder than it looks. I could stand to have the tripod up a little bit higher, I think. But this was more an exercise in how low can that tripod go. That is all the way down, and the pistol grip literally has less than half an inch of room off the cement when I'm on the target. But with the chronograph attached to the magic arm, we had an average of 29.30.0, extreme spread 11.3, and standard deviation of 4.7. And I don't even know how it looks right now. I'm not even sure I've got the spotting scope set up right, but we'll go pull that target and find out. Alrighty, y'all. Well, let's head on down to see just how bad I did off the tripod flat down on the deck. That was a very interesting and difficult way to shoot. I should have probably angled it up a little bit, but what I wanted to show was how low that Sunwayfoto tripod can go. So, yeah, being flat on the deck like that, it was kind of uncomfortable. We're almost there. Stand by. Okay, now I don't know how well the spotting scope system's going to work out from 100 yards away, but we'll see when I get to editing the video. That's our first shot with some many times fired Hornady. Tweaked the scope, we put it here. Then I shot a 3-shot group with the new Lapua brass. That's going to be just under an inch, I think. We'll measure it when we get back to the table. And then I shot a 3-shot group off the tripod. And I am not very pleased with that. But that's all me moving around on the tripod. Yeah, shooting off the tripod all the way down on the deck was challenging. My eye relief was way off. My neck didn't like bending up. I should have had like I said, I should have had the legs angled up just a little bit. But really what I wanted to show was how low that tripod could go. Wow. Okay. Bring it back when we measure this. Alrighty. Well, we definitely have to play with the load with the new Lapua brass a little bit. Because off the bench, cold, I shot a .973. I probably pushed that one a little bit with the trigger. But still it's a .973. But the surprising thing is, as uncomfortable and as big as that group looks, it's not that much bigger than that group. .973, and then off the tripod I shot a 1.035. So even as uncomfortable as I was, and as much as I was moving around, the group didn't grow all that much. Still have a lot of tripod work to do, but now that Sunway Photo has sent me a tripod, I'll be able to do more tripod work. And I really want to thank Sunway Photo for sending me a tripod and setting me up with an affiliate link and a discount code, and all that's down in the description below if anybody wants to get a tripod either for photography, videography, or shooting. I think I need some accuracy juice, and we'll blah 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 for another moment or two. And with our Sunway Photo tripod, the 4030 CSi, it's got the inverted legs, so they're going up inside of over the top of one another. We have the magic arm. We can mount a camera here. We can mount a chronograph here like I did just a few minutes ago. If we mount a camera here, we can video what we're shooting as we're shooting, or maybe even turn the camera around and video the shooter shooting. Pretty cool. All I had to do is get a thread adapter, take that down from a 3/8 to a 1/4 20. Again, thank you, Sunway Photo. Alrighty, y'all, well, that does it for today. I'm a little displeased with my shooting, but another factor that just popped into my head, and I double-checked my book. We are over 100 rounds through the rifle since the last time I scoped and cleaned it, so it's getting time to scope and clean this rifle again. That could have a little something to do with the way it's shooting. Could be a lot of this with the way it's shooting, or it could be the way I'm just looking through the scope. I don't know. But I really appreciate y'all hanging with me. Hopefully this quick video is something y'all enjoy. I will be trying some more of the 4831 in the new Lapua brass. I've got to play with that load a little bit. Probably play with the seating depth some. And we'll see how that Lapua brass lasts. See if it lasts as good as the Hornady did. I'm pretty sure it will. If y'all are inclined, you can also check the link down below. Besides the Sunway Photo link, there's a link to the merchandise. Got shirts and mugs and caps. And as always, reminding y'all, shirt says it all. Stay strapped or get clapped. Carry everywhere you can. Get a CCW if you need one. Even if you're in a constitutional carry state, you may travel. Not everyone recognizes constitutional carry. So with all that being said, once again, I really appreciate y'all hanging with me, watching, liking, commenting, subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, subscriptions are free. They don't cost anything. And until next time, y'all stay safe, keep shooting. We'll catch you next time.
Send it. Hit.